So I see a lot of miserable pastors because they married someone who wasn't right for them. The woman is not necessarily bad. She's just not right for you. That woman given to an entrepreneur would be amazing. So it has to be the right fit. And so you see that every time an animal was made, it was taken to Adam. And then God said, this one is just not right. It doesn't mean that they killed the animal. We still have lions today. We still have elephants. But I'm sure that when Adam looked at the elephant and said, I will like kiss this one. No, this one is not for me. Even the monkey said, this one looks like me, but it's not just quite the fit. And so where you are going determines who goes with you. It's important that you also understand that when it comes to marriage, the person that goes with you affects the outcome of your marriage. I've said that before, but I want to reiterate it again, because you see, there are challenges that will come in marriage. Not necessarily challenges that should destroy you. You know, I always tell people that it's not really the challenge that comes at the marriage, it's what the marriage is made of that makes the marriage survive or not. So it's not necessarily infidelity. People overcome infidelity. It's not insufficient funds. It's not interference from in-laws. People overcome all those things. It's what you guys are made up of that affects the marriage. Okay? So it depends on what you are deciding to build. That's who determines who goes with you. And the Bible says that two cannot work together except they be agreed. If someone is not going in your direction, why do you want to be with the person? So you first have to know your purpose for life before you get a partner for life. You first have to understand, is this person going in my direction? If the person is not going in the direction, then why are you with that? You know, a lot of times I see people marry just based on emotions. And it's a problem because today I see pastors' wives being married to businessmen. Let me explain. Now, for a pastor, I'm just using this as an example, of course. For a pastor can spend, in fact, I can guarantee you that Pastor Steve and Pastor Nick have spent a lot of money to put this together, a lot of resources. And if after this meeting, only 2 people give their lives to Christ, that is a lot of value for them. That's profit, okay? But if it's a businessman's wife, right? Dr. Nick are very happy. 2 people got saved, they will get home together, they will rejoice, they will pray, they will be happy. But she was a businessman's wife. She will sit down and look at it in terms of profit and loss. She will be thinking about offering. She'll be thinking about why are we giving all we have? Why are we sowing? What about our children? She will not be willing to make those sacrifices. So I see a lot of miserable pastors because they married someone who wasn't right for them. The woman is not necessarily bad. She's just not right for you. That woman given to an entrepreneur would be amazing. So it has to be the right fit. And so you see that every time an animal was made, it was taken to Adam. And then God said, this one is just not right. It doesn't mean that they killed the animal. We still have lions today. We still have elephants. But I'm sure that when Adam looked at the elephant and said, I would like kiss this one. No, this one is not for me. Even the monkey said, this one looks like me, but it's not just quite the fit. And so where you are going determines who goes with you. Single people, when you get into marriage will develop your character. It's your last chance at home training. I'm telling you. You know those scriptures, all those things that pastor preaches. Forgive. As a single person, you're saying, me, I can never, they don't know me, I can never forgive. Me. And revenge is best served cold. So I will wait. When you get married, you eat offense for breakfast. They will offend you. Do you understand? Early in the morning, you just collect offense for no reason. So the teaching, marriage is the exam. When you get married, and you see what the painful kind of offense, right, is the one that you have said, I don't like this thing, and the person keeps doing it over and over and over again. That's the painful kind. And that's what we do in marriage. Marriage is about 2 forgivers. It's not, there's nothing else we're doing in marriage about, well, Pascal says friendship, but it's forgiveness too. Because when I first got married, I'll give you a few stories. So that you will not be like me and get into marriage and assume, oh my God, I married my friend, and we're just sleeping together. Forget that Pascal said. When you enter marriage, you will know something. So when we got married, in case you didn't mention it, you know that opposites attract, right? Oh my God. Marriage is the true test. Opposites attract. So I used to be very, very introverted. Very. And my husband is very extroverted. I'm not a people person. My husband, he needs people. He needs people to survive. You know, when people were talking about trauma from COVID, I didn't know the difference. Because I didn't even come out of my house in the first place. I only come out on Sundays to go to church. I work from home. So I didn't feel any different. When people were saying, oh, how can we not go out? Really? They said we should not go out. I didn't even know because I don't go out in the first place. I'm always at home. So I'm trying to explain to you how 2 of us, and then when I got married, I thought, oh, I'm getting married to a pastor, right? So some days he would just sit down, open the Bible, and just preach revelation to me, and just, you know, I have my own private service. And I'm an early bird, so I'm an early morning person. 4:30 a.m. I'm awake and alert. At 4:30, Pascal is going to bed. So anything you say to me after 9 p.m., between 9 p.m. and 4 a.m., you're on your own. I'm not listening to you. Anything you say to Pastor K between 4:30 a.m. and maybe 10 in the morning, everything he said to you, he does not know what he said. So it was like a chicken and an owl getting married. So I thought that when we wake up in the morning, we'd have morning devotion. We'll sit down, study the Bible. Those dreams that I know some of you are still believing. That's why I believe in, but pastor, go and marry normal person. Just save yourself the stress and marry normal person, because even if it's a pastor that fire is coming out of his mouth when he speaks, when he gets home, he will be a man. He will not be a man of God. He will first be a man at home. He will snore. He will scatter things. He will do all the... You say those things. I say, oh, my dear, just marry a man.